Who's ready for a blast of nostalgia? That's what we're going to get today with Coffee Crisis. This is essentially a neo-brawler that hails back to like the old beat-em-ups of like, like Streets of Rage and stuff like that. Anyhow, let's just jump into it. I'll jump in with Ashley here. I'll note there's like, a modifier system in this game where you can basically like, affect like how hard the game or easy the game will be with certain modifiers. Basically just to be randomly applied at the finish them zones, picture something you'll basically see in the game. They can either help or harm. And they can also be used with the fancy technology called streaming services such as Twitch and Mixer. So if you're basically a Twitch streamer, this is probably a good game to check out because your audience could actually, participate with you with it. And let's just jump into the story. Not so long ago, in a galaxy kind of close to us, the evil Smirglin race have taken notice of the Earth's World Wide Web, and has begun stealing Wi-Fi. They have created their own version of the Internet, and hid deep within the Earth's deep web, called the Smurfnet. Nice day, eh? Yep. Where are your manners? Where is your medal? Alright, so, we already got our first modifier. I know the game isn't always going to be green like this, or have just many guys fighting us, but whatever. We have a few of these guys. Alright, so that's basically the first level done. This is like generally how the game looks here. I'll note that at the top left you'll see like a fist icon with like a bunch of coffee beam. The yellow bar basically represents your health in the game. Next to it's like a combo system, and the more like stuff you hit, I guess the more score you get. In the middle you see like your total score count at the moment, and then there's 3 coffee bags which basically indicate your lives. And basically it's like your traditional brawler where you got like, jump attacks, normal attacks, heavy attacks. I'll note that you can also charge attacks if you want to, allowing you to make bigger attacks. And you can also pick up stuff, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Let's get going. Alright, so it's just a flesh wound. Aliens beat down with 7. Coffee bags collected with 0 because there wasn't any in the first level. And I'll note there's like a password system, so for those like, who really like the nostalgia, there's like, the password system basically to, get back into it if you like you lose. But let's return. General Duke, don't make me destroy you. What the F was that? Aliens! What do they want with skinny chest knee? We should probably find out. Clothes to save the world. Black Forge Coffee House. How are we going to beat them? I have been saving this for just this occasion. Oh, the 6 Demon Blend. Fantastic! The 6 Demon Blend. Sensational. What beans are in it? Darkness, fire, all that kind of thing. Those aren't beans. You two remember your barista training, right? You can grab and throw smaller enemies with the pickup button and hold the attack button for charged hits. Now, no, boy, I really don't think much of like the keyboard setup for this game. You can't change it either, so you basically have like Z, X, C, and V for basically your attack and like all that stuff keys. Really prefer something like more like an ASD with like Z, X, C, Q, W type of setup, but whatever. Performing strong attacks against enemies will fling them. If you fling them enemies against the wall, they'll basically defeat them pretty easily. Here they come. Hit them, yeah, Jagos. Alright, here we go. Now, I really don't care about, like, you know, a lot of things about this game. Like, it's got a very, like, you know, shall we say, like, you know, amateur feel to it compared to, like, you know, the old brawlers of old. But it's good enough to basically do what you need to do. Cool. Minigame. Minigames are awesome because they basically let you, you know, get stuff. I love that there's a little bit of, like, you know, it doesn't really, like, you know, translate very well, these guys hitting you sometimes with, like, you know, attacks. But whatever. This is actually a pretty hard game too, so that's sort of fine. You'll see how it can get hard because sometimes you have, like, droves of enemies come at you all at once. And with certain modifiers, it can be, like, really tough. Like, here's a modifier. I just saw a screen. I lost the bat, apparently. And there we go. If you lose all your coffee beans, you basically go down, and you have to use a coffee bag to, like, you know, keep going back up. So you want to avoid that, obviously. Now note that Ashley has a little bit of, like, a lack in, like, your attack range. I probably won't want to, like, you know, jump into that guy with the big fist, because okay, we got rid of him. I haven't really been doing it, but you can also throw enemies too. Cool. Alright, so there's that one done. I lost a coffee bag, which sucks, but whatever. We can get them back if we're lucky. Ow. Yeah, different like enemies will have different attacks. So get that. Alright, there we go. Alright, this guy has, like, a lot of HP, so he has an actual HP bar on him. I have to be very careful of these enemies because they have, like, you know, a modifier of some sort on them. Ow, I got hit by a whip. And there we go. Basically, these guys hit really hard, so I'm basically going down whenever they hit me, basically. There we go, got rid of that guy. If you didn't notice there's a shadow running around, there's like a guy basically, you know, where that shadow was. Ow. And that's basically it for us. Oh, I still have a life, apparently. A life. I know, like, the pixels really require, like, you know, perfection, so... Whoops, I hit the wrong button there. And down I go for good. Yeah, basically some modifiers can really, you know, mess up how hard the game is, so... You can lose that way. Now, there is a password system, but I haven't really figured out how to make a use of it, so... You can basically go in here and enter codes, basically, but... Oh, I get what's wrong with it. You actually have to enter it manually, okay. Let's try Nick for a little bit here. Now I'll go back in. We've already seen this part of the story, so let's just keep going. Yeah, there's a 1-up, so now I have 4 lives. Mod count 1 apparently, so there's 1 mod in like this beat them up a little bit. Yeah, like different, like, you know, different attacks for like each of these guys is, you know, different. Not to use his like special attacks sparingly, that like big heavy attack, because it actually takes away his life, but at the same time, it like, you know, helped me clear out a lot of his stuff, so that's good. Minigame, awesome. If I beat this level, I'll show you a minigame, which is basically something that you can, like, you know, collect if you're lucky in a level. I don't have to beat all the old people up, but it'll help make it a little bit easier if I get like to the finish them zones, because the finish them zones basically make it a lot more difficult basically to do stuff if there's lots more guys on them. And here we go. This is where I died last time. Different modifiers this time around. Beat him up. Oh yeah, this guy will pop up if you like beat this position zone here. You beat him up, you'll get some nice stuff from him. Alright, finish this zone. I'm not sure what game it was, but there was a game where like you could sacrifice XP, kind of like you're doing right now, to like do stuff. And it's like a good like counter move, like you have really tough enemies, and you lose health if you like didn't do it. Oh, that guy again. This is not a good zone to fight that guy because I got nowhere to like dodge or anything, so I'll go down easily if There we go, we got him. Beat you up. Hooray, power up. So I made it through that level. Meh. Wasn't that great, but whatever. Let's go to the minigame. So keep your caffeine up and in the green. The idea is to keep yourself in the green so you get more energy, I guess. The IC is even for the beat here, so we should have this. Now, I think that's like a casual type of like, friendly competition thing where if you win, you basically get like a 1-up, which is, interesting. I guess you get XP too if you need to. So, leaving a tip. Let's get going. So, Skinny. I missed my cow. And I left my tractor. Finished fishing and guns. Nothing wrong, America. Now she's mad. Ashley, let us in. Tickets? I would never buy tickets to a Skinny Chestnut concert. I'm offended by that question. No tickets, no entry. Ah, screw this. Let's trash these nerds. Alright, here we go. As you can see, these guys actually have lots of XP, so they're going to take a little bit to beat up. Oh, down I go. Worth it. And on we go. So up to H5 I wanted to, keep going, but whatever. Now, compared to Streets of Rage, I, think that this game could be a lot better if it had, like, more combos and stuff you could do. But it's got a lot of great elements to it regardless. More security guards to fight. One security guard down. I wish I could have gotten that muffin, by the way, but, you know, whatever. Focus on taking those guys out. I have to say, I like the background music, at least for this game. Beat them all up. Not even sure what all the power-ups do, by the way, but you know, whatever. I'm low on health, but still kicking. Well, I was kicking. And that's one of the bad things about the side-scrolling being like, you know, so, you know, lax, I guess. Really should be a game that, you know, it should scroll, you know, like, you know, somewhere in the middle, like here. A little bit more. Yep, I got hit by uppercut. I think I'll make it to the end of this level and that'll be it. Like, you know, well, for sure I'll show you the game. You basically get the idea what it's all about. And a few more guys to fight. Oh, I went down. There we go. Proceed. Oh, I'm dead. I might have been able to make it to the end, but not with all these enemies being like supercharged like they are right now. Made out use of invisibility all I could, but you know. basically the yellow enemies I hit, like, you know, like from a third of my health, basically. Whoops, no help to do the super move. That's one thing I like about Nick. He's got, like, you know, more power, I guess, to him, but he'll go down if, like, you know, he doesn't have the coffee basically to keep, you know, keep it going. Well, that's basically, like, you know, good showing of what the game's all about. It's like, you know, a traditional brawler. And it caught my interest for, like, you know, being, like, you know, that type of game for nostalgia factor. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and take care.